how are you doing? We're so happy you're here to visit with us. This is a wonderful place where we read stories, enjoy them, talk about them, and maybe even go on to write our own stories. Today we have a very special story to read to you, and I have my beautiful neighbors who are here listening, because reading isn't just for small children, it's for everybody, and we all love to be read to out loud. So we have a grandma, a mom, and a daughter, and a granddaughter, but we only have 3 people. How did that work out?
Worked out great.
So the story we're going to read today is by J.R. Poulter, and it's called The Watchers. And The Watchers is a very, very sweet story because we all have watchers. We all have someone who watches over us and who cares for us. Sometimes we're not even sure who that watcher is. But listen and see if you can figure out who your watchers are in your life. So we're going to start reading the story. J.R. Poulter is Jennifer Poulter, and she lives in Australia. And I was talking to her, and she lives in Australia. She enjoys writing. She's written 20-some books. She's written many e-books, and she's still writing many, many more books. She loves to write stories. Her illustrator is from Poland, and her name, and I have to make sure I say it right, is Anna Szczepian. And Anna, let's see if I can just read a little bit about Anna. She's a beginning illustrator, but she has been drawing all her life. And I would say for a beginner, what does this look like to you?
It's very nice.
Isn't that beautiful? Very, very beautiful. She worked as a journalist, a translator, and a teacher. And she moved to Silesia to study art and graphic design. And she's based in Częstochowa, Poland, and she lives with all her books because she loves books just like you and I do, right? So this is the story of The Watchers, and I'm going to go slowly so we can see the pictures because they really are sweet. And so here we have what do we see in this picture? A path, yeah. That's pretty cool. A path to a place that looks kind of calm. Mountain peaks, trees. Wow, I know this isn't Oregon, but it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It really could be Oregon, yes. Yes. Isn't that beautiful? So let's see what happens. Wow. What's there, Sister Rabbit, down by the water? What do you see on the shore? What's in the bushes? And what's in the farmyard? And what's at the farmhouse door? Watchers and watched, that's what I saw. Watchers and watched, nothing more. So do you think these guys are the watchers, maybe?
Possibility.
Possibly, I don't know. Wow. Fish whispers to fish, have you heard? The pond's thawing fast. Now winter is past. They're coming. Great birds, the eagle and crow, they're coming, beware, our natural foe. The goshawk and owl, they'll watch for us now. Hush, under the rushes, we'll wait till they pass. The ice is thinning, the surface like glass. Psst, tell the frogs, hide under your logs. Your splashing and croaking can easily be heard. Just 'cause you leap doesn't mean you can keep safe from the birds. So on this page, who's watching? Yeah, they're watching the frogs, aren't they? Wow. Quack, go the ducks. We've plenty of pluck, but we're watching and wary. The rush and the reed hide folk who are scary. The fox and the hunter are after a feed. Ooh. Gotta watch out, don't you? Have to watch out. Hush! What was that? Was it feathered? Furred? Finned? Whoosh! Wings hit water and lift in the wind. Whew! I'm glad he got away. I'm glad. The fox leapt and missed. The mallard lost feathers, she'll mend. But the fox cubs go hungry together. The goshawk is watching. Her piercing eyes see the stir that's a hare way under the trees. She swoops down the sky, but the hare is too quick. He's back down a crevice in less than a blink. Away from the water, uphill on the farm, the chickens are pecking at corn from the barn. The rooster is watching. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The hens and the chickens keeping a guard while they're pecking. Out from long grasses, a swift shadow passes. A weasel is watching and waiting to spring on unwary chickens before they take wing. But rooster is watching, as quick as a flash. Out fly his talons to rip and to slash. The weasel escapes with an angry red gash. In the garden, the spider has spied him a bee, but the bird on the branch has eyes on the spider. She wants him inside her. She wants him for tea. Fly away, bee, back into your hive, or spider will bind you while you're still alive. Mr. Spider, beware. Run back in your web. Don't hang in the air. Bird's hungry, she'll nab you, and you'll be her fare. Mouse hunts through the house, nibbling bits and pieces. Cat pounces, chases her, tosses, taunts and teases. Whew. Mouse runs free down her hole. Cat and mouse, game ceases. Day takes her leave and settles to sleep. Moon wakes and over the mountain peeps, spills her light over the hills. But who keeps watch? Are there any who will watch with the watchers? Watch out for the watched? Alert in the evening still? Are there watchers out there in the dark? Wonder what stays awake at night. Are there animals that an owl?
A night owl.
Oh, yeah, good idea. What do you see, Brother Rabbit? Down on the water, down by the shore, by the trees, in the garden, down in the farmyard. What was it you saw? Hunter and hunted, the chaser and chased, the living still living and all in a race. What did you see, Sister Rabbit? Down by the water, down on the shore? What's in the bushes? What's in the barnyard? What was it you saw? Watchers and watched. That's what I saw. Watchers and watched. And one more. The one watching over us all. The hunter, the hunted, the big and the small. The one who is watcher of all. Wow. Ms. Poulter didn't tell us who that watcher is, but we can guess. Couldn't we kind of guess? Well, who do you think that watcher is in your life?
Who's that watcher?
Who watches?
God watches.
God watches. Who else watches? Now, I know Mama and Grandma have done this. I don't think you've done it. But when my boys were little and they were sleeping, I'd get up and I'd walk to their room and I'd might look in their crib just to see them, right? Haven't we done that, moms?
Well, you get tucked in every night.
Yeah. So there's always someone watching. I think sometimes my hubby watches me when I snore. He goes like this, and he's watching me. He's listening for me, right? Yeah. And at night, there are, what kind of people or animals are out at night? Who are watching for us?
Police officers.
Yeah. We have police officers that are all night watching. Who else do we have? What other kind of job they work all night long? Hospital, there's someone there all night long. Caregivers. I like that you said the owl. What other animals? What do you know what we call animals that come out at night? Nocturnal animals. So nocturnal animals would be the owl, but who else? What about those striped raccoons? Yeah, raccoons are nocturnal. Yeah. So, how about your dog? Is he awake at night ever? No, good. That's a good thing,
He
right?
goes to his kennel on his own about 8 o'clock.
What
Goes
a
to bed.
good.
His bed.
Oh,
he has a
he is
bedtime.
so smart. Well, you're his watchers, aren't you?
Yes.
You watch over him. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about who watches over you and who do you watch over. All of us have someone, whether we see them or not, watching over us. And thank you, Miss Poulter, for a really wonderful book. I'd like to give you a big hand.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Really good.
We hope you enjoyed the story. And I want you to always remember to say, I am safe, I am good, I am loved. Thank you very much for listening to our story today.